Hello and welcome back to another episode here on the Minetopia Server. This is episode 10. We've made it to double digits. Episode 10. And look around here, you can see what we're working on today. We are working on our minigame. And some of you may be able to guess right away what's going on here just from how it looks. But what we're doing here, we're building ourselves a go-kart track. And it's going to be kind of in the vein of Mario Kart, but we're going to be using minecart rails and target blocks and all kinds of cool things to make this really interactive for the racers. And there's going to be traps and other things that you can set off to disrupt the other racer while you're going. And you're going to have to shoot target blocks to keep the track lit up so you can keep moving forward. And it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna involve a whole lot of redstone and all that sort of thing. But once this gets done, I'm looking forward to racing somebody. This is gonna be so much fun. I've been playing around in my creative world with it, and it's so much fun. It's really chaotic while you're doing it, and that's like my favorite part about it, is just how chaotic the whole race is. But yeah, so I've got this. This is basically from here to those two blocks there. This is kind of the start-finish area. And this is where the majority of the redstone exists, because there's a lot of stuff happening here. There's a lot happening all at once here that has to be packed into a small space. And then after I get this done, then laying out the rest of the track will get a little bit more simple, because then it'll just be a matter of figuring out, weaving it around and getting everything in. And I'm trying to decide if I want to. I'm kind of tempted to bridge this over here, send the track over to that bluff as well, and then maybe bring it across like a railroad type bridge back onto here, just to kind of give us a little bit more track space, make each lap a little bit longer. We'll have to see how much room we have for each thing. But basically the way it works is you're going to pay a diamond to get yourself a minecart. So you put a diamond in, the minecart will be dispensed here. You'll get in, and then one or two of you will shoot a target block, and that will instantly get both carts going at the same time. And then they'll come over here and they'll switch onto the main racetrack, and they'll go around, they'll do their thing. And then after 4 laps, over here, there's going to be a detector rail that's going to, once the cart has gone over it 4 times through a little timer or a counter circuit down here, it's going to switch the tracks over to the off track, which is going to run into a cactus, getting rid of the mine cart, sending it back over here for the next racer to use. So that's how it's going to work. It's going to be four laps, and with each lap, you're going to switch tracks from the outside to the inside and from the inside to the outside, just to keep it even, because the inside track, just from mere geometry, is going to be slightly smaller than the outside track, or, just to keep things even. Outside turns, it'll be a little bit longer. Inside turns, it'll be a little bit shorter. It's just kind of one of those things. It depends on how many curves and turns like that go on as to how even numbered the 2 different lanes will be. But by swapping them every other lap, it keeps things evened up, so everybody has the same opportunities on the inside as the outside. So that's how this is going to work. And I don't know if we can call it Mario Kart, but we've been talking with Kip, and we're going to decorate it as if it is Mario Kart. And I've also kind of been playing around with different ideas for picking you're going to be wearing a helmet while you're doing this, a different colored helmet, so you can differentiate one racer from the other. Been kind of playing around with maybe making those like choosing your racer in that game, so it'd be like a red one for Mario, a green one for Luigi, etc., etc., etc. But I don't want to call it Mario Kart because I really don't want to get sued by Nintendo. So you guys come up with a cool name for this for me. Help me out down in the comments. I need a cool name for this that won't leave me legally liable to a large tech company. But yeah, so I'm going to get started on the counter circuit here, and It's going to be, this is probably the most complicated part of the whole thing. So I'm going to have to go back and forth between here and some screenshots or the creative world just to make sure that I'm remembering how to do this, because it took me a little bit to work it out there. So I know it's going to take even longer to work it out here. But I'm going to get started on that, and I'll bring you guys right back when I get that finished up. And that should finish up the start and finish line as well as the payment system. So I think this is all functioning. This down here is the item filter for payment. It costs 1 diamond, and then of course we're going to have 1 diamond trapped down here perpetually, so I've sacrificed 4 diamonds for this. Not a bad investment, I hope. Alright, so here's what we've got going on up here. You can see a whole lot of mess, basically. So the way this works is, so these right here, these detector rails are going to count the laps. So after 4 laps, this dropper is going to send 4 of these bows out, which will cause this to have 3 bows in it, and this dropper to have 4 bows in it, which will mean this one will be more empty than that one. So this comparator will power, which will then send a signal around back here and then up through the middle to this piece of red, depowering this piece of redstone, which will cause this track to switch, sending the carts to the cart return, which is the cactus and a hopper, and then it goes through the hopper all the way back to under there, all the way back to here, where it gets sent back up, ready to be dispensed yet again. And then right here is where you put in your diamond, you get dispensed a cart, and then one or both at the same time, it doesn't really matter, will take aim at the target block there, and then once it's fired, then this track will power, sending the carts off, and they're going to come down here, around to here, and then they're racing at that point. And then with each lap, as the carts come through here, they will come up here. They'll go over this detector rail, which will then power this piece of redstone, which will change this. Well, actually, this detector rail powers this redstone, which will switch this to that track. So this cart will go like this, and then same for here. This one will power that redstone, which will cause that to switch so it can go here. So each lap you change lanes. So if you feel like one lane is better than the other, you have an equal chance. You're gonna have 2 laps on the inside and 2 laps on the outside. So it's all even Stevens and fair, I think. So there we go. That took a surprising amount of working out to do. Like right here with the cart return, as the cart goes through here, this comparator is going to see that in the this hopper. It's going to register here. It's going to send a momentary signal out through here into this pulse extender, which goes into another repeater set to 4 ticks, which powers this piston, sending this target block up here, which will complete this circuit, allowing this dropper to fire and empty itself back out, filling up this dropper right here, ready for the next race. So that's the reset mechanism right there. And at the same time, it's sending the cart back over to here, ready for the next race. So everything is all set up and good to go in this area here, which takes up a whole lot of space. But now, what I need to do now is work out the track route. So I've kind of decided it's going to come and turn this way first. We'll probably put the where you get your bow and arrows and your helmets from over here, because it seems to be kind of a nice large empty space that can be done with. And I've fallen in a hole again. I have fallen into this machine and gotten trapped so many times today, it's ridiculous. And right here, Kip has been by, and he's trying out some different block palettes and such, and just trying to get an idea of what we want to do with the area. We're still not completely married to the Mario theme, even though it is kind of Mario Kartish. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see how that goes. My focus right now is to get the track in place and get all the booster circuits in and all the trap circuits in, because once that's done, then we'll be able to come back and decorate it up and make it look really cool. Because I think function is going to win out over form for this little track, because it needs to work right. And if there's something in the way of a target block, or if something's already built there and I can't get a target block where it needs to go, then that's going to be a problem. So I need to get this installed, and I also need to get all this redstone covered so I can stop falling into it and nothing happens to it. And then after that's done, we can start making this place look really cool. But for now, another thing I need to do, let's go look over here. I've got some restocking to do. Probably not going to get to it just this very second because I'm kind of in the middle of doing all that. But man, we have sold out of oak. We've completely sold out of all of our oak. Look at that. Just in the time I've been working, we got 26 diamonds just from the oak. So that's pretty awesome. Wonder if anybody's got anybody? Nope, nobody's taking me up on that offer yet. What else we got? Any other sales while I wasn't looking? I'm gonna need some more spruce. And oh, we sold a birch. So I need to farm up some more of these 4 right here, which is awesome because those are actually the easiest to farm up in mass quantity. So that's good. So that's 27 diamonds just in the last few hours here in the wood shop. And I see a giant glass rainbow sprouting up over there. So I wonder if that might have come from in here. Well, let's check. Let's see here. Oh, yep, there's one. What other colors are involved in that? Let's see, there's another one. So that's 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, so that's 26, 27. We've got 28 diamonds now. No, 29 diamonds. Just in the last few hours. 30. Oops. 31. We're going to get half a stack. Yep, half a stack. Nice. Half a stack of diamonds. Alright. I like the sound of that. Ooh, and somebody bought some flowers too. Awesome. We sold some flowers. I haven't sold any of those in a while. So there we go. We're making some money. And that means I got some work to do to restock some of this stuff. But now I need to get busy laying out some tracks and seeing if this thing has enough room to be raceable. That's kind of where I'm going now. So I'll be back once I get some track down. Okay, and I've got the first few booster targets in place. And guys, this is tough. Like, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be, but it's not impossible. It's just very, very challenging. And it's addictive. Like, it's very addictive. You get frustrated with yourself for missing the target and you want to try it again. So that's awesome, because that's gonna mean more runs for everybody. But here, I'll show you guys what the plan, because I know I've tried to explain it, but it's kind of hard to explain unless you see it in action. So basically, you know, you'll be here and you're going to start the race. Now, I've left some tracks powered already, so you don't have to worry about that. You're just going to focus on certain sections, and you got get it going before you get past the target. And you have to keep pushing forward on the forward button, or else you stop completely. But yeah, that's, I could probably do that better. See, I want to try it again so I can do it better. So yeah, this is gonna be fun, and I have nailed it a couple times, so you have a nice fluid motion through the track. But yeah, this is gonna be a tricky one, and I can definitely see some of the more competitive members going at this quite a bit. See that? Missed that one. There we go. Got going again. And I'll probably leave this section powered, and maybe have a target just around the bend, and then that zigzag is going to stay powered. However, I was thinking, I mean, this is tough enough just trying to hit the targets, but so I was thinking maybe I don't need the tracks. The traps set up to slow down the other player, but I kind of feel like they're almost necessary to give the person who is behind, because if you fall behind, you're going to fall pretty far behind, unless the other player has missed another target and you're able to hit yours and catch back up. But I feel like it's almost needed to give the person who's behind an opportunity to catch up by sabotaging the other racer. So what I was thinking is like little mud pit traps. So basically what it would be like the track's going, and then there's a turn off that would turn you off onto another track where you'd run over an activator rail, which would kick you out of the cart, and your cart would come to a stop. So then you'd have to get back in your cart, shoot the target, and get moving again to get back on the track. So that would slow you down quite a bit, because you'd have to stop, get back in, and then get moving. So that would give you an opportunity as the other racer, if you were to able to spring that trap by hitting the target, which as we can see is not an easy thing to do, to hit a target, because the target isn't moving, but you are, so it turns it into a moving target. So you really have to aim before the target. You gotta time and be real accurate with your target, your shot placement. But if you're able to spring that trap, it really gives you a good opportunity to catch up and overtake the other player. So I need to figure out where I want to put those. I'm going to finish getting all these tracks powered, and then we can come back and find where we want to place our traps, because it's going to need a spot that's big enough to do that. Maybe I can do it, have a couple traps right here on this straightaway, but I want to be able to make sure that you can spring it from somewhere else on the track. So say I'm here and I'm way behind, this other guy is way over there. I want to be able to spring the trap from here so I can catch up. So wherever that would be. So that's going to be kind of tricky to find, but I need to finish getting all these things wired up, which basically it's just you have dust there going into a pulse extender that keeps the track lit long enough, and it's basically a torch tower. So this powers that block, which turns off that torch, which turns this one on, which powers the track above it. And the pulse extender keeps the track powered long enough for you to get all the way across it, and even a little bit beforehand. So you can light it up before you approach it, and you'll have enough time to get all the way across it before it unpowers. So I gotta finish doing all of this, and then we can come back and put in our mud pits, and then it will be time to get this thing decorated. At that point, it'll be functional. It'll be a functional racetrack. We'll just have to make it look really, really cool. So let me get to work on that, and we'll come back when it's time to start trapping. Okay, and I have all of the booster rails in, so let's give this a go. We're going to cheat the system just a little bit here by placing this manually on the track. So we're going to pop that there. We're going to hop in, and the way you start the race is you one or both or whoever, it doesn't matter, whichever arrow fires first will start both tracks. Hold forward the whole time you're on the track, or you're gonna have a bad time. There's one. I missed again. All right, I'm moving again. And then I gotta get this one. Nailed it. All right. And then this section stays lit, giving you the opportunity to line up for this one, which I missed. Again and again. All right, now we're moving. And then we're gonna try to hit this one, which I missed. Really good. All right. I missed. All right, there's that one. And the last one right there, hit it. And then we're moving. We're gonna go through there's a lap counter. We're gonna go through here, and then we're gonna switch tracks over to this side. So now we got the other targets to aim for. Oh. Forgot that we're gonna dispense the other cart while we're on the track. Okay. So that will be the other rider. Why did you not power? Why are you not powering? Alright, what's going on here? You should be lighting up this track, but you're not. So what's up? Oh, you have no torch. All right. There we go. All right, now you have a torch. All right. Game on. Game on. All right. Back in business. So we're going to power this up. Get moving. That one's a little bit trickier. Then we're going to move around to this one. Got it. I'm going to try to get this one while I'm coming around the corner. That didn't work. Alright. And we're moving again. There's really no time to waste between targets. And then this is lap 2. We're going to switch back over to the other side. Now we got these targets to aim for again. And it's all about getting your, figuring out what your momentum is and which direction the arrow is going to go because of the direction you're traveling. So it's really going to determine how well you do in this race. Come on. Thought I hit you. Thought I nailed you. There we go. And then this is the final lap. Coming around. Boom. Alright. So there you go. That should have been... How did that count only 3... Was that 4 laps or was that 3? That was only 3 laps, so there should have been one more lap after that. So I need to check my counter. I need to figure out what's going on with that. But I'll get that sorted out. And yeah, this is super fun. I am really this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'll get this counter system sorted out. I may have to add 2 more bows to each thing so it doesn't count the tracks wrong, the laps wrong, or I'll have to double check to see if maybe there was already 1 bow dispensed before we got started, because I think we've been doing some practicing and may have run over one of these detector rails previous to that. But yeah, and then it just broke the cart, stuck it in there, and now it's back. Should be back in here. Yep, there it is. It's all back in there. I need to put this cart back in here as well. So that means I'll just pop that there, send that there, and it should ended up back in this guy right here. There he is, right there. All right, good to go. All right, so the return system works and all good to go. So we're pretty much on the home stretch here of this. And let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do we need traps, or do you think this is hard enough to begin with? So and also help us with some names. We need a name for this cool little contraption. In the next episode, we're going to get busy making it look as cool as it is to play. And yeah, and then we can open this up for everybody to come and start racing each other. Let's get some competition happening. I'm super duper stoked for this. So if you guys are as stoked for this project as I am, be sure to leave a comment and let me know. Give me your ideas about traps or anything like that, if you think they're needed. If not, and if you have any cool ideas for traps, let me know. And also cool names. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, this has been Neely. Bye-bye.